Okay, we're live. Make sure the names on here are correct. Currently, there are more names than we have in the chat, but at least yours and ours is up there. All right. Well, hi, everybody. It's me and Andy currently. Might have others join in, but right now we're basically going to be sitting in queue for 2 hours to do a 15-minute raid. It turns out forcing people to do this raid made people hate it even more. So people don't even seem to be using the alliance roulette anymore. If you make unfun parts of your game, people are not going to like it, and they'll like it even less if you tell them that they have to do it. This is my new blue mage outfit because we're taking back bikini armor. Got another one I got to make down the line, but it needs light steel, which is not. It's not cheap to get until at least Heavensward, which I have to do this raid. We have to do this raid to get to Heavensward. Came as kind of a shock when I learned that in-game. So I was like, I'll just ignore the Crystal Tower stuff. And then I was like, well, you have to do the Crystal Tower stuff. And I was like, well, surely that just means everything up to the first raid. Nope. Not for a moment. Anyway, this recruit, Relthota, is what gave me the inspiration to start doing bikini armor. Because she is great. And also almost literally twice my height. I come up to her hip. Alright, one sec. Gotta let Rizby out now. I think he's finished. Good boy. You have to keep them separated when they eat because Gaston has food anxiety. It's over stuff that happened a long time ago, but that kind of trauma sticks with them. Okay, let's see. Fight to party. Now let's hit that alliance. That'd be hilarious if it popped instantly. Also, they changed it from 6 tanks to 3. I guess because none of the bosses are terribly in need of an off-tank in this raid. So it comes out to 3 groups of 8, but they're non-standard compared to the rest of the game. Just gonna walk around as Blue Mage in the meantime. I've discovered that the best way without using the field bosses to gain XP is to fight things that are like 1 level lower than you, because you don't get additional bonus beyond 1 level lower. Which was surprising, because it used to be that you got... Not 1 level lower, I meant 1 level higher. You should be 1 level lower than the enemy. It used to be, though... And it used to be that you'd get a bonus all the way up to, like, 5 levels down. But not anymore. So that was disappointing. Now I need to track down exactly where there's level 26 enemies. I wish the chains worked more like Final Fantasy XII, because they run out too quick as far as I'm concerned. It used to be that you could get by on guild leads as a blue mage, but now they've made it so that doesn't get bonus XP anymore. I don't know why they don't want blue mages to do anything fun. Yeah. I hope so. I hope they take the time to, like, actually balance it with other classes so that it can be a non-limited job. Because right now it says you're a limited job, and then it's the only limited job, and it's kind of lonely. Apparently just running back and forth. Do have 2 damage characters with us now. We got up to 5 earlier today, like, total. I wonder if they ever got into the raid. Me too. I gotta go to the fucking internet. The hateful internet. And see if I can find where monsters of specific levels spawn. Hi, Cherry. Not quite hard to label levels at zones. Most of them, yes, I know that. I know, but I'm trying to find those things. 540, 10 to 15. So someone actually did this, and it's up on Imager. It's a little messy. It's here. 25 and the North Shroud. Cool. I'm going to teleport to the North Shroud real quick. Find enemies that are about my level. One problem that MMORPGs haven't really solved is being in a town and seeing thousands of names on your screens crowded around specific spots. The queue ended, right? No, this is the queue. It is the queue that never ends. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's wonderful. That is a really good thing. Well, that's helpful information for when the new patch drops. Currently just, beating up Bane Mites. My trusty Chocobo, who I have not customized at all. taken me this long to realize that Mind Blast is untargeted. I only just realized that. Why is this not working at a distance? Oh, it just blasts around me. That's what happened to me with both Scholar and Summoner. I miss those AoE dots. Ah. See, I keep going, hey, I need to get Black Knight, Machinist, and Astrologian, but it won't let me get to Heaven's Word, so I'm kind of fucked. Uh-huh. We're up to 5 out of 24 players now. It could be worse. What? Really? I specifically went and checked that you could. What happened? Oh. Let's see. Properties. I know, I'm slowly healing. Oh, that is so crap. You should be hearable now.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
you might hear my cats fighting in the background now.
Because I had to change options elsewhere, so my sound decided that should be done everywhere, but in the wrong order. Because computer audio is fucking haunted.
It is haunted, absolutely. Hey, there we go. Thank you, Jerry.
All right. Definitely appreciate the heads up. What I should actually be doing, switching over to Dragoon and doing more of the Book of Skyfire.
Oh.
To fight Zanrock Pugilist in Southern Thanalan. To Southern Thanalan, probably at Forgotten Springs. Actually, probably at Little Alamigo, but honestly, there's so many tunnels in that tiny town that it throws me off every time. Where would Zanrock Pugilists be? Oh, probably in Zaharak.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. That's what it says on the tin.
Every time I restart this game, which I've done twice now, 3 times if you count the first, so every time I start this game, I have to relearn that if you are holding spacebar to go up when you start, when you hit R for auto run, you'll go at walking speed because it assumes that's what you want, because that's the speed you were going when you hit it.
Right.
And it trips me out every time, and I have to look up what's going on.
Ugh.
It's not a great system. I feel like it should have been fixed by now.
It's a little fidgety, yeah.
Aha, a pugilist. Wait. D3 is on... Oh, this is Zanrock, not Zaharak. 2 different fucking things.
Oh, God. Not Kansas, but Arkansas.
Not Kansas, but Arkansas. Okay, so Zanrock is the larger area to the west of Zaharak. Hey, there's the Gorehorde Lancer. He's a terrific athlete. Still at 5. Okay. This is the busiest time of day, by the way.
Yeah.
after school and work around the country. This is actually,
Prime time.
and this is how this queue is going. Fuck are the Zanrock Pugilists. Slots who are just labeled Amalja.
Wheels make noises.
Here we are, Zanrock.
Nice.
This is just to get the Zodiac quests going.
I was wondering what that was all about.
Yeah, this is so around the world the story of the Zodiac Braves exists, it turns out. And that's what the first relic weapons eventually turn into, is the Zodiac Brave weapons.
Nice.
So I've got I have to do 9 of these books, each of which includes this many, like 10 enemies to kill, multiples of 3 dungeons, 3 fates, and 3 leaves.
Ooh.
Yep. And I have to
So
do
it's
it
like Super
9
Hunting Log.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. There's a reason not many people have these weapons, and it's not that they're hard to get.
Yeah.
Just a lot of busy work.
Yeah, tedious.
Which does mean that I have an excuse to do it while waiting on this ridiculously long queue.
Right, as long as we're in the queue anyway.
One more pugilist. Remember how they originally wanted to name Pugsley Pubert, and then they actually used that name for the other baby in the movie?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a name, Pubert. Y'all have the Addams Family cartoon here in the
Yes.
States?
Yes.
We talk the 90s one specifically?
I think so. There was one
It's also-
in the, yeah, there was one in the 90s. Yeah.
There was also a 60s one that had them going on a haunted road trip, and that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But the 90s one I thought was really good. What the
Yeah.
fuck? Yeah, that was weird.
Um,
Mumble just turned into a black square briefly, and I
Oh,
don't
no.
know why. And it changed back. Right, so that's... Now I need to find, in Western Thanaland, Cohort Hoplamachi. Hoplamachi? Something Roman. So, Western Thanaland. There we go. So Horizon. This is gonna actually most likely be past Vesper Bay. Means I should just use a Vesper Bay ticket since they gave me so many.
but I say you got the spare Aetheryte tokens.
Mm-hmm. See, that's something that they realized was tedious and fixed.
Yeah. It's funny to me that their solution was to have the quest give you a whole bunch of teleport envelopes and not put an Aetheryte in Vesper Bay.
So, in their defense, it is a big thing in the story that Vesper Bay does not have Aetheryte, and that's why it's independent.
You're right. It's a good point.
That doesn't mean I think it's good mechanically. So many Coblins in here.
Good little crab prints. Like zooming in on their faces and watching their little mouths chitter.
I also like the Water Striders, the Yarzan.
Yeah.
Giggling Gigantoad and Laughing Toad. How have I never noticed these guys before? Great. I want a Laughing Toad. So, looks like Moondrip is probably not where I want to go. There is a Moondrip pile driver here, which just sounds like a wrestling. And Moondrip Blastmaster sounds like a wrestler. Keep looking over at the queue and hoping we've gotten a 6th person, but not so far. Also, where it says average wait time 30 minutes, it doesn't necessarily mean that, it's just that's where it maxes out. Hey, there's a Stargate over here. I forgot about that. That's important later. As Andy stepped away? Guessing so. Oh, I have to be entertaining on my own. What were they called? Cohort something. Cohort Hoplamaki. Lots of cohort Secutors and Aquarius. How did you learn to fly in Final Fantasy XIV? It used to be that once you got into Heavensward, you'd get a flight license, which would let you fly around in anything except the base game. But they changed it, so as soon as you beat final boss of A Realm Reborn, you gain a flying license, and flight is possible on any map. That took a lot of work to get all the maps ready for it, apparently. Vanguard, this is... Ah, there we are. Knew there was one here somewhere. Is this the only one who spawns? Am I just gonna be waiting around by this guy? Oh, at least I know where one spawns. It also used to be that only certain mounts could fly, but as far as I can tell, they all can now. So you've even got really silly ones who can fly, like the Behemoth, who just kind of hangs here with their paws flopping around.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
No worries.
No, he's not.
I am.
Alright. And... Bomb. I'm also happy Behemoth can fly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just noticed that you had actually said in the chat that you were BRBing.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was going, where best to put this?
We do have a 6th person now.
Nice. Oh, a healer, no less.
Uh-huh. Yeah, after they made, like, all the mounts, as far as I can tell, able to fly, got some really silly animations.
Yeah.
Like, they just went wild. This was the first flying mount you would normally get.
Mm.
It's your Magitech armor, which can turn into a plane. Just like Robotech. Exactly like the
It's
fucking...
the same, yeah.
fucking Macross planes.
Oh. The bad road.
Oh. It's a bad road. Hi there.
I'm not in the game yet, but I am on Mumble.
Okay, it occurs to me we'll probably end up in the same queue if you queue separately, and then we won't have to leave the queue.
Good point.
I
Oh,
had
and we
these pronouns wrong. Whoops. That,
we
I am sorry about that.
and we
Oh,
can
you're
give
good.
each other commendations.
That's true. Alright, there we go. Now I just gotta find one more of these Hopply Loppalies. There he is.
What roles should I bring? Do you think it matters?
well,
Right now, it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah. We have vacancies in all roles.
Yeah. I just got a lump of Garlean rubber, and I'm a little uncomfortable about that.
It's from their shoes, I think.
I hope so. Lead giant seps at the Carithus Central Highlands. Oh god, is that the one where you have to fight a fucking field boss that's impossible to solo? Oh, that'd be annoying.
Want me to come join you?
Let's find out what it is first.
Fair.
So I just did one where you follow a dude to a place, and then you defend him while he sets up a cannon, and then you kill the thing he wants to shoot the cannon at.
Bad Road, you never follow a scholar to a second location.
He wasn't a scholar, he was an engineer.
Even worse.
It's kind of applied scholarship.
Look, the first job was fine, the second job was fine. It was the third job that was a problem. And I had never seen a 3-step fate before.
The one at Providence Point is, I think, a 3-step fate. That's a pretty cool series. It's got its own little story.
Duty support. Duty finder. And I am looking for...
It's the yellow and orange one, near to the right side.
They're in a column.
What? Here, look at the stream. I've got the thing open.
Stream, if you have the stream up.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So there's the row of icons along the top of the duty finder. So there's the dungeon one that's in blue on the left. There's one that looks like that, but it's kind of red and orange to the right.
All right, I see.
That's the raids.
So
or the alliance raids, pardon me.
Labyrinth of the Ancients.
That's the one.
Okay.
Crystal Tower is the name for the series.
So there's, I think, 3.
There's 3 of. There's always 3.
Yeah. Except
3,
Alexander.
no more than 3.
Alexander has like 8, doesn't he?
Alexander's a normal raid series.
Oh, right. That's not Alliance. That's technically different.
It has me in a queue by myself.
Hi, September.
It may slot you in with us. The queue finder is kind of weird.
Always been kind of touchy.
See, it just put a 4th DPS in with us. I'm betting that's you.
Okay, yes, that's me. Okay. Well, if we're just waiting for junk, I'm gonna continue this kobold quest.
Yeah, I'm a blue mage right now, so I'm just running around.
And I'm just running the fucking Zodiac books. So I'm not doing anything terribly interesting.
Alright, this is a queue party.
The Zoe books, I had those when I was little.
Did you ever get the tiger poster?
Oh, I vaguely remember that.
No. Actually, what I had were the Nat Geo cards.
Ah, okay.
It's like postcard size, and there's an animal on the a picture of an animal on the front and description on the back.
Mm-hmm.
And I had them organized, and then my cousin's kids came and looked at them, and they are no longer organized.
Oh no. That's happened. Yeah.
Unfortunately, you need to do the Crystal Tower quests, which is to the side of the what's it called? To the side of the main story quest near the end. Before you can access this. We'll help you when you get there, but unfortunately it won't let you join right now.
Yeah. I love the thought, though. I'll just be here to fill a seat.
Yep. The bigger they are.
I mean, the good news is, each one of us who gets to level 50 and joins hopefully will reduce the wait because there'll be more of us to queue together. Yeah, the vista that Alice is at in particular is one of my favorites because of the red and white contrast. Is just gorgeous.
Now this is where I believe one of the big chunks of meteor landed.
Yes, that's some Dalamud.
So I've noticed several geological features that look like a crystallized fireball.
Mhm.
I presume that happened in the Calamity?
Usually, if it's a big like chunk of orange or red crystal,
Yes.
that's either a piece of the fallen moon, or it's a piece that grew up after a chunk of the moon fell there.
Either way, it's forbidden candy.
Either way, it's forbidden candy.
Yep.
If we end up doing so, it's totally optional, as opposed to this raid series. There's a normal raid, which is just the 8-person content. That's the Bahamut raid series. If we do that, they go into what those formations are in a little bit more depth, so we get the lore on them. But yeah, that's what those are. There's also one that went through a lighthouse, and that's Pharaoh Sirius,
Yeah.
which is why it's all messed up.
The
It does seem fairly serious.
Very serious.
Dude, you
What-
both made the same joke.
what they don't tell you is that
I did first. Dibs.
they don't tell you is that my brain just went blank. What they don't tell you immediately is that this planet was already full of a giant crystal cluster, and basically what Meteor did, aside from like causing devastation, it also caused that crystal structure to grow outwards where it landed, which is kind of horrifying.
Yeah. It's just, I love it.
So, whereas where our planet has an iron core, theirs has a crystal core.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or a crisis core. Sorry, I couldn't help it. It was right there.
Ah.
But the crystal is made of solidified magic,
Yeah.
which is also what souls are made of.
Yeah.
Kind of. Stranger of Paradise actually addresses a lot of this as well.
Which is still wild. I know we say that every time, but I'm not over it yet, and I maybe never will be.
I am definitely never going to be over Stranger of Paradise.
Just every time I come back to it, it's like, but how? But how,
What?
though?
Why did this game go so hard? This
Yeah.
game didn't need to go so hard.
Yep. Why did they put so much that matters here? Why is it here?
So,
Yes, Jasmine.
was the moon called Seekalin?
The moon has had many names over the years.
Come here. Specifically here in Final Fantasy XIV, it was Dalamud,
Okay.
just like in FF4.
Oh, yeah, because there's the Dalamud golems.
Yep.
There you go.
It's gone by. What was it called in Final Fantasy VIII?
Did it have...
The event where the monsters came to Earth was just called the Lunar Cry, but I don't know that the moon had a name in 8.
Now that's
Yeah.
what I
If it
was
did, I don't remember
thinking.
it.
I mean, when there's one moon, there's not usually
It's
a
just
lot
the
of
moon.
need to name it. It's the moon.
That's true.
The thing I got messed up on the other day was that the machine that they built in FF8 to catch the Lunar Cry was the Lunatic Pandora,
Uh-huh.
and
Which
I'd
is
forgotten,
such a
I'd
fun
gotten that
name.
and Pandemonium, the names which are similar enough, mixed up in my head.
Okay, we're now at 7 players. 8 players,
Ooh.
sorry.
Where
I can-
we have one alliance.
I noticed the raid has 3 tanks and 6 healers.
Yeah,
Yes.
they changed that like shortly after I stopped playing.
rather than 4 tanks and 4 healers.
Yeah, because there's no mechanics that require you to move aggro from one player to another.
Okay.
So yeah,
But-
the alliance raids have an abundance of an extra damage per party,
Yeah.
but only
Which-
one tank per party, which simplifies it a little bit.
In theory, it should also make it go a little quicker than it used to.
Yeah.
Just because that extra damage player.
Yeah.
trying to figure out. I'm trying to just do all the raids in Perthus until Giant Seps spawns.
Mm-hmm.
Should just look it up and see if there's a specific trigger for it, though.
You have to kill the Titanic ant.
Yes. Very nice. Right, some guy just came in and decided he was helping, so now I'm gonna floor tank.
I mean, sometimes I just show up and decide to help someone,
It is not a bad thing to do.
as long as you don't, leave at the last moment and then laugh when.
Yep.
Right. You have to take at least a little bit of care in the helping, but other than that, yeah.
So, yesterday when I had a quest to go talk to someone in like the newbie area of La Nosea.
Mhm.
And there is this like level 62 Arcanist just standing there letting some monsters hit him.
Uh-huh.
And like they couldn't hurt him fast enough to get past his passive regeneration, but
Yeah.
it was just kind of funny.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I've pulled that shit before near newbie areas.
I had White Mage up at the time, so I cast Regen on him just to be polite.
Right, so this fate spawns at X8Y11. Head in that direction. See exactly where this is. Like it's just out back of White Brim Front. Sure is. Right in front of the Stone Vigil dungeon.
Oh, yeah.
Dang, we're at 35 minutes and we've only got a third of the players we need.
Yeah.
This shit needs to change.
I've been pretty spoiled by the fact that the data center that I'm coming from is much more populated, because the data center we're on now is the newest one in North America,
Yeah.
and it just does not, it hasn't hit the critical mass of players yet. Whereas over on Crystal, I think is the name of the one that I had my first player on, we'd be in about 5 minutes tops.
Yeah, that's how it was back when I played before too. I was on Fairy.
This is wild.
Mm-hmm. I have a scary horse. Well, this is the field boss, Sterapez. If anyone does want to come over here and fight Sterapez with me.
You had Kurthus?
Specifically at Southern White Brim.
Alright, coming to you.
Okay. This is not the one that I'm supposed to be doing, but it's one I haven't done before, so it seems worthwhile.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. Big one eye, one big eye.
Two
One
I
eye see,
One eye see,
two eye die. You know, there was some good flavor text on old Magic cards.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
Sunk.
When I started playing, that card was new.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Alright, ready?
Ready.
Okay. I'm gonna take out Second Eye as quickly as I can, because these guys get very frustrating very quickly. Now we can fight Steropy. Oh, and he spawned 2 more.
Yeah, of course.
You goof, that's a Third Eye, not a Second Eye.
If there's 2 second eye, is he 4 eyes now?
I guess so.
Oh, that's kind of. I'm in a Venn diagram of hate. They're down.
Excellent. Now our Chocobos will just hang out together. I'm glad that they have friends.
Yeah.
Just set mine to pure healer mode in case this goes south.
Solid.
I was between fights, so I decided to go ahead and add a quote.
I like that the Cyclopses always have exact, like, weight measurements for all of their attacks.
They're engineers.
Yeah, that's, yeah. Everything scales.
Meanwhile, I'm a lizard, so everything is scales.
Well, the fate I need for that quest isn't... for the Kobold quest isn't popping, so... I'm gonna go visit y'all so I can get credit for this thing.
Yeah, come on in.
Sounds like a plan.
He won't be dead by the time you get here.
He's got so much fucking HP.
Yeah.
He's no Odin, but he takes a while.
He went to the HP bank and made a big deposit. No, withdrawal. Damn.
When Heidelin was handing out hit points, he went back for seconds.
Said, give me all of them.
HP? Yes.
Yes, please. Okay, I'm a warrior. I can do this all day.
Well, I'm bringing some damage, so
Hell yeah.
that should
Yeah.
speed some things up.
If you also bring all of it, that'll even out.
I don't know if I can bring all the damage. I can bring some.
That's alright. Yeah, whatever you got.
It's gonna drop me down to. It's gonna drop me down a few levels.
Yeah, down to 44.
Listen, whatever you can fit in the truck. Oop. I tell you what, without all the like stun combos that Odin was bringing, this is much easier.
Odin is a shockingly complex fight for someone who just spawns random.
That's a whole trial just sitting out in the woods.
It's like the birds in that chart, except he spawns instead of dies.
Yep.
Oh, that's a whole bunch of them, huh?
Oh, yeah.
6 eyes.
Yeah, they tend to
Should
spawn in
I
at certain...
What's up?
should I focus on his backup?
We
Yeah.
want to get these guys out of here.
I am currently floor tanking them.
What is floor tanking?
That's the thing
Usually
that gets
forced to give
Dragoons
the dead
killed.
Dragoon.
Yeah, Dead Dragoon or Dragoon pulls way more aggro because they've got a very solid AoE.
Yes. Whoop.
Maybe one of the best in the game, but
Try not to
it
pull it
does
outside
get
of the
them
ring here.
killed.
Yes. Let's go through. Get you back in the arena here, pal. I don't want to accidentally reset you.
Oh yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not fun.
Uh-uh. Especially on a fight this long.
The crab has also... I've also done that with the giant crab at the Bloodshore,
Oh, yeah.
which has
Too bad
even
you-
more HP.
Too bad you can't flip on him on his back to.
Right? Interrupt. Oh, it didn't. Oh, it did work.
Yeah, it did.
It's a little delayed, which was probably
No,
just
you can
server
stun that.
latency.
My interrupts are usually very delayed.
Ah.
Well. Yep, alright, fine. I wish I could teach my Chocobo how to not stand in the glowy.
Be great.
I think they use the Adventure Squad AI.
They do.
Only you don't. It's harder to issue them proper commands.
Yeah. More artificial than intelligence.
Does that make the Adventure Squad bird brains?
I think so.
You know? I called them that, or worse. Okay.
Right, just gonna do several in a row, huh?
I love the Hokey Pokey.
You know, I've
On the
always
quest
called.
Into a copper hell, and this is a bad quest. Carrie, I'm sorry to tell you, many of them are bad quests.
What's wrong with Copper Hell?
Have to
I
fight
don't-
cobble creatures.
I don't know specifically.
One of the biggest problems I have with a lot of the side stories is
Oh god.
you have to help cops beat up
Yeah.
small creatures,
Correct.
and it doesn't really recognize how problematic that is, despite having the message that this is a problem early on in the main story.
Right? It's kind of like it was written by two different teams. Hello.
Uh-huh.
That's two different sets of y'all.
Oh, hey. Wow, that's a bunch, huh?
Uh-huh. That's so many cones.
Yep.
Too many cones, too many cones, too many cones. Just keep running.
Well, I just
Oh,
threw
that's
out all my
right.
AoEs.
I also threw out all my AoEs. All two of them.
Excellent. I only have
Through
one
and bring back to
currently.
the field.
I have two technically that make a chain combo, which is where the floor tank moniker actually comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can chain combo all my spells.
You're squishy though, and have a harder time pulling aggro.
Come on over here, friend.
Yeah, I'm only semi-squishy. Like, the Dragoon has a lot of ability to heal themselves, so they can actually pull us off tank for a couple minutes.
And Maiming Gear genuinely has like the second best defense in the game.
Well, at level 54, I'd have curing.
Yeah.
Remember to resummon Chocobos.
You know what?
Waiting on that. Oh, yeah. Because it's that 100 ons that kills him. And we're back.
Mine wasn't out.
And we're back. And we're
Well,
back.
now they are.
Whee! We've been at this so long, it's gone from day to night.
Yeah, I thought that the room was darkening, but it was just my monitor.
You literally can keep at this all day.
All day.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, goodbye, Chocobo. It was nice knowing you. I'll tell your story.
Their story is mostly work.
Hmm. These.
Oh, we're down to like a third HP.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
going great. And away.
This is a quest where a bunch of enslaved giants were freed from the mountain prison. Yes, I fucking hate that plot line.
Copperbell, yes, yeah. The worst of the first 3 dungeons. The one where you are the bad guys. Really? 3 in a row, huh? Sorry. Rude. Yeah,
Turned
Copperbell
towards
is-
me and decided I needed all 3.
Yeah. Copperbell is bad.
Yep.
Wondering
As
worse
Andy
than
said.
Copperbell is doing the rogue quest line and finding out that you're secret police the whole time.
Uh-huh. And as Andy said, my brain, like, oh, right, it was written by 2 different sets of people.
Yeah. Oh, more friends. Oh god, all the friends.
Yep,
So
this is
many
the bad
friends.
part. This is the part where I start to die if I'm soloing it, even if I'm, even as a scholar.
I'll try and grab as many as I can.
Appreciated. I will keep going after them while mashing AoEs.
Get out of this. Back
Oh.
in. That one. That one. Go
I
Sprite, apparently.
accidentally aggroed a sprite.
I see that. Got him.
Thank you.
Alright.
See, clearly Sprite is the responsibility of Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
And
I'm gonna run through.
a chinchilla.
Run through again. Watch out. That's the big one. Chinchilla. Why is the the chinchilla's trying to reset. That's why
Yeah.
it's going.
That's why it says invincible when you shoot.
Yeah. Alright, back on the big guy.
Trips me out every time.
Yeah.
Why is this chinchilla invulnerable?
Why is this mouse so thick?
That too.
Why are the other mice so thin?
Whoop. Now that's the question.
Who hasn't been feeding these mice?
Look,
Alright, there we go. Chinchilla down. Whoop. Get out.
we just had a major climate change event 5 years ago.
Oh my goodness. Let me live my life.
So what you're saying is that that meteor is made of cryptocurrency.
Oh my god.
Or possibly chlorofluorocarbons.
Yeah, I can see that.
Almost down.
I don't think it's much of a spoiler to say that the Garleans are big into CFCs.
The fact that they're intended to be modeled after Garland is really funny to me because the only thing they get right is the cool armor.
Yeah. It's that
Look, y'all haven't even
hero
caught-
worship thing, you know?
Y'all haven't even ruled over a time loop for 30,000 years. What do you think you're accomplishing?
That's it's a remarkably consistent trend within their culture, actually. It's great.